Hello guys and welcome to an NGB video review. I am Ben and I'm joined by Kieran.
Hello.
I'm joined by Johnny.
Alright.
And I'm joined by Matthew.
G'day, mate.
And I've been playing Telltale's Batman.
Which one?
The new one, The Enemy Within.
Is that 2 or 3 or what?
It's episode 1 of season 2.
Right, okay.
And so I'm in a weird situation here because I'm the only one that played the first season of Telltale's Batman.
And Johnny hates the Telltale
Johnny's
games.
not a fan of Telltale.
It's not something that has brought me into the Telltale world.
Okay.
I mean...
Is it because you're a miserable sod?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. At least you're honest.
So, I mean, the thing is with Telltale's Batman is they put their own spin on it quite heavily. Like, the first episode of the first season, you found out that Thomas Wayne, Bruce's dad, wasn't necessarily the nice guy that we were all led to believe that he was. Mm-hmm. The first season was spent it was essentially spent delving into the past of Thomas Wayne and kind of, righting the wrongs that he'd had and finding out about the Children of Arkham, who were this mysterious group, and they were helping Harvey Dent to win the election. And Harvey Dent won the election, then he went a bit mental, and, it kind of got to a head, but didn't pay off in the ways that a lot of people were expecting it to.
Right.
However, the start of season 2 definitely looks to make some amends for what for the criticisms that people had. I think they've made some tweaks to their engine, which is good because the engine ran like shit in the first game. I mean, it definitely runs a lot smoother. There's still a couple of instances here or there where it's not amazing, but yeah, technically, I mean, I played it on PC. I'm playing it on a GTX 780, so that's a couple of generations old graphics card, and it's still doing quite well.
Right.
And I think overall, I was quite impressed with this one.
Yeah.
In the first series, you met a guy in Arkham Asylum called John Doe, who had white skin and green hair and yellow teeth. So,
gee, I wonder who he could be.
Yes, essentially, and you kind of, you sort of befriended him a little bit in the asylum, and he helped you escape. And he makes a reappearance in this episode.
Okay.
But as well as that, the main villain this time around is the Riddler, who was around when Thomas Wayne was about. So he's kind of an older Riddler. He's not like your Jim Carrey Riddler. Which is kind of good because he was crap.
Jim Carrey is awful, mate. I mean, I know you like him, man.
Controversial. He was awful in Batman.
He's awful in everything.
I
don't like Jim Carrey.
Okay, well, that aside...
This is not a review of Jim Carrey.
This is not a review of Jim Carrey.
Yes, because I might beat Johnny up.
So, yeah,
learns a lot.
I think this kind of goes... It does a lot of things the right way. It's got some nice little puzzle-solving elements, as you'd expect from a Batman game with the Riddler involved.
All right. Oh, yeah, cool. What kind of puzzles are we talking about in a Telltale game?
Okay, so the main sort of focal puzzle that you come into, it is kind of, you've got a few different options and you have to choose the right option and you have to do some manoeuvring. I played it with the controller on the PC, so you have to manoeuvre some stuff around with the controller in a certain way.
Okay.
The game is still very quick-timey. There are quick-time events in the game, which is kind of standard for Telltale at this point. But honestly, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it sets things up nicely, and obviously they've made changes in the right places. I think they've taken the criticism of the first game to heart, and they've definitely improved in the areas that they needed to. Obviously, stuff like the combat is still a bit janky because it's still a Telltale game. It's not an action game. It's not, you're in a fight scene, you have button prompts, you have stick prompts and things like that.
Yeah.
But they've tweaked the way that they work a little bit now. So Batman's got like a tethering gun that he can use to fire. I think the example that they use quite early on is you get the opportunity to tether a gun to the ceiling or a hostage to the floor to avoid a shot.
Okay.
Like a gunshot. So you make that decision, and then I chose to do the gun to the ceiling, and you press two face buttons, and it flies up there, and that's kind of it. So you have to make those choices.
You press two faces buttons?
Yes.
Okay.
That fell flat, didn't it?
But
Anyway,
I mean, I'm proud of it.
I wouldn't be. And yeah, I think overall they've done a lot of good things with the opener to this series. I hope they stick it because I think, like I said, there were a few things in season 1 that were good but not quite there.
Yeah.
In total.
Yeah.
But it genuinely looks like they're doing the right thing with season 2, and I hope they keep it up.
All right.
As a season opener, I'd probably give it a strong 7.5.
Say, hypothetically speaking, Ben, if I didn't like Telltale games, would this win me over?
It depends what you don't like about Telltale games.
A bit boring.
I mean, what elements of Telltale games do you not like?
Boring.
This is the problem. When we try and talk
Look,
to Johnny,
I
about
played the Walking Dead ones, and I was like,
we're going to be here a while, aren't we?
I was like, I'm not into this. But everyone tells me, I say this on Twitter, and I say this on my group chat, and everyone's like, oh, they're really good, Johnny. You're such a miserable bastard. So, is this going to win me over? Will this change my mind?
I mean, you've not really described what points you don't like about Telltale games. If you tell me what you don't like about a Telltale game...
It's just boring.
Right, well, I enjoyed this,
It's like
but
a
then...
text adventure.
You see, right, you're getting to it now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this because it's about Batman. Matt's got his head in his hands at this point. So if you enjoy a good story and you enjoy Batman, I would probably say you may well enjoy this game.
Is there a lot of Batman in it, or is it more like sort of Bruce Wayne and buddies?
This one is a lot of Batman.
Okay.
You do a lot of Batmaning.
Batmaning. Press X to Batman.
Yes, press X to Batman.
Okay.
That I think that might be the subtext for the review.
Yeah.
Press X to Batman. You definitely do have a lot of that.
Okay.
You get to use a lot of your gadgets. You get to speak to Commissioner Gordon a lot. He is now the commissioner in this one, actually.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because in the previous game he was the lieutenant or Lieutenant Gordon.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
I think it's on the right track.
Okay.
But you know what? Johnny still won't play it.
No, he probably won't.
If they made a Lego Batman Telltale game, I'd be all over that.
No, because the thing is,
Never skips leg day.
all of the prompts would just be "I'm awesome, I'm awesome, I'm awesome." Batman, what are you going to do? I'm awesome.
Best film of this year.
It is, yeah. I'll be with you on that. Yeah. So yeah, that is the first episode of season 2 of Batman from Telltale, The Enemy Within. It is out now, and I honestly think it's probably worth giving a go if you have any sort of fondness for Batman or Telltale games, or both, as I do. That's going to do us, guys. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you again for some more videos. Goodbye.
Laters.
Bye.
Bye.